What's up, YouTube? It's the Don, it's the Jefe, it's Rico Suavè, you feel what I'm saying? We back with episode goddamn number 7, a Taco with Suavè, man. You know, I got my brother here. You know, we doing part 2 of the last goddamn episode because we had to goddamn, run that back. You know what I mean? But we had some goddamn gigabyte issues, but we're gonna get it right this time, man. Shit, introduce yourself, brother.
What's going on, y'all? My name is Eric Arroyo. They call me The Chosen. I'm gonna be fighting for the 559 featherweight title February 13th. If you guys need to purchase any tickets, you guys could DM me at official_Rico, or you guys could purchase the tickets on the 559 page.
Hey, man, y'all heard him. You know, go watch him live and direct, man. I might have to come pull up, brother.
Pull up, man. Yeah, man. I'm just excited, man. We're starting the year off with a fucking banger, man. Excuse my language, guys, but I'm just really excited for this fight. I've been working really hard, man, to try to get back to this title shot, and I had fought for a title last year. It didn't go the way I wanted to. I lost by decision, but we're pushing through adversity, and we're just continuing to train hard, and and now we're back at another title shot. And not only that, I'm also the main event. So
Fact.
it's a blessing, man, just to be a part of a big promotion like this, and being able to be the main event for the face of that fight, and
sure.
Yeah, man. So it's just like I said, I'm just blessed, man. From the last time we talked, we were talking about elevating and just doing better and support and stuff like that, and the support's been there, man. It's still there, and without it, I wouldn't be here today, man. And just man, I'm just overall, like I said, we're just starting off the year with a banger, man. So.
For sure. No, that's love, bro. I love to see you doing your shit. You know what I mean? Like, coming where we come from, just the whole street background and goddamn, being locked up and goddamn, now you out and you doing your shit and, you leaving a positive impact. You know what I mean?
It's all glory to God, man, at the end of the day, man. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without him. That's first and foremost. Like I said, I continue just to work hard, man, not only in the cage or but I try to work on myself as a person, outside of the cage, and
sure.
I'm always just trying to grow, man, and there's always room for improvement, there's always room to grow.
Facts.
That's pretty much it though. Like, I'm still just doing my thing, just same old.
Speaking of fighting, do you got somebody that you actually want to goddamn, like, you want to call out? Not call out on some goddamn I beat your ass, but on some goddamn, like, somebody you actually want to be, like, actually want to fight, like?
Yeah, man, honestly, this fight right here, yeah, man, it's a little personal,
Okay.
So like I said, man, I'm just training hard. I'm training to 110%. But if I had anybody else, if I didn't have this opponent,
Speaking of existence now.
I probably want to rematch Tabota, the first guy that beat me for the title.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Rematch. Okay.
Yeah, it was a rematch with him, man. Yeah, we were supposed to have a rematch, but I ended up getting hurt, and I had to pull out of the fight, and he ended up fighting the guy that I'm gonna fight now. So obviously the other guy won, and we're here now, so we're with the opportunity, to go out there and, bring that gold back home, It's strap season, baby. Let's get it, man.
You say it's strap season, man. You try to come, goddamn, bring it, man.
Yeah, man, we got to bring it, though, man. We got to start the year off, good, It's already started off good, but it wouldn't be any sweeter than bringing that belt back home, back to the gym.
Back to your people,
back
man.
To my people, man. Back to the town, the 559 town, man.
But no, yeah, that's legendary, bro. And I'm like, what's been the hardest shit about boxing, honestly, that you feel like what's been your, like, where you like, damn, okay, I need to go a little bit more harder, or what's been the most difficult for you type shit?
Man, bro, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. People think that, when you do a fighting, like a martial arts or something, they think, right away, when you think of a martial art, what do you think? Physical. Mm-hmm. You got to be in shape.
Yep.
So, and that is, a big part of it, you do have to be in shape, and stuff like that. But I feel like, since I've started fighting, from my experience, and if I was to, give to somebody else, I feel like it's more of a mental thing. It's more of a mental thing, and, just having to get up every day and having to run, getting up every day knowing you have to cut weight, getting up every day, seeing other people eat things that you're not allowed to eat. You know what I'm saying? And
even doing shit that you don't even want to do.
Yeah,
sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You have to sacrifice a lot, man, and that's why that's why I feel like people don't give us more. How would you say? Not respect.
Give your flowers.
Nah, like, how when you like how would you say, like when someone does, like, I feel like they don't appreciate us as fighters, bro. Like, people don't like value us.
Yeah,
you know, they think that we're just in here beating the crap out of each other. It's nah, man, it's more than that. You know, it's you know, like for me, my gym, you know, that's like my second home. You know, when I'm having a rough day or you know I'm going through something, you know, I can always go to my gym. You know, and my team's always gonna be there for me.
Facts.
My coaches are always gonna be there for me, and
Facts.
they all want the same thing for me. You know, they just want to see me do good. Exactly. You know, in and out of the ring. You know, so that's you know that's just what it is. You know, but like I said, I feel like the majority of it, bro, is it's for sure a mental thing, for sure. Yeah. Especially like people who are competing right now. Like for me, when I had my first loss, when my debut, you know, I lost my debut, you know, also by decision.
Okay.
You know, like that right there is where it's gonna like you're gonna determine whether that sport is for you or not. You know, like it's how you're gonna take it. You know,
for sure.
And you know, I'm 4-2 right now. You know, so my 2 losses were both by decision, and they were both by some really good dudes. You know, so, but like I said, I those losses, they were never losses for me. I looked at it as more as lessons, you know, because after the fight, I was able to go back, look back, reflect, and fix what I needed to be fixed. Tweak some little things, you know. And since since I've done that, you know, and I continue to do that, you know, each fight I feel like I continue to learn something about myself. So that's why I really try, you know, I really not try to take it too much to heart, you know, when I lose. But you know, it is hard, man. It is like I said, it's more of a mental thing than a physical, because I feel like, you know, if you're just not mentally feeling it no more, you're not gonna want to do it, man.
If your mind not in it, your heart not
gonna want to be in it, man. And then you're gonna start giving half-ass results. You know, we were talking about doing everything at 110%. You know what I'm saying? Especially like this, you know, because you'll go in that cage and you'll get exposed, bro.
For sure.
You will get exposed, bro.
For sure.
You know, so like I said, man, I just. Like I said, if I was to give any advice to anybody or people, you know, who want to fight, or just any, you know, young adults, man, if you guys, you know, are looking for an outlet, you know, a way out, you know, I feel like some type of martial arts will help, you know.
Sure.
Not only physically and not only and mentally, but like I said, like your team will start to be more of a family than a team to you. You know, like you'll start to grow
so much.
You grow so much, bro. And like I said, the majority of the time, bro, like I go to work at 5 in. I get off at 4 and I go straight to practice, and I'm at practice from 4:30 all the way till like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. I spend more time you know, and I'm just grinding, bro. My grind don't stop. You know, I'm grinding at work, you know, trying to make my money to support my son and my family.
For sure.
And then I also go, as soon as I done with that, I'm still on grind mode. I got to go straight to practice, and I still have to grind right there, you know?
Exactly. Okay, because what a lot of people don't be understanding though is because some people be looking at fighters, if I got in the ring, I could do that shit.
Yeah.
And be like, you don't know how much hard work that. Like, once again, I used to train kids, because my pops, he had like a boxing type of team or something.
Yeah.
And, you know, he had a ring. You know, I used to go train the kids, footwork and shit. I used to be the footwork king. I mean, I know that all matters, you know. You know what I mean? The whole ladders and all the shit. I used to, you know, rest in peace, Tone, that's DB Guru. You know what I mean? But, so I know how to do the footwork shit. And I'm like, I see how much y'all run. I'm like, damn. 3-4 miles. I'm like, God, I mean, you gotta eat or you can't eat, and I'm like, you know, the cutting, the bulking, the goddamn. Then I think boxing got something like there's only be like a certain level hydrated, I guess.
Yeah, there's a hydration thing that they check now. So like, basically, because like when you cut weight, they don't want you cutting weight to the point where like you're like killing yourself, you know. So you have to pass like a hydration test.
Okay.
And then sometimes like and I'm pretty sure when you go pro, I could be wrong though. When you like, let's say you weigh in, like for me, I weigh in at 145.
Okay.
So the next day, I still have to weigh in at 145. But like, let's say like they'll weigh in us in the morning, and I'll still have the rest of the day to eat after that. You know what I'm saying? But then like when you weigh in at, like, let's say if I was to weigh in at 145, and then the next day I still have to weigh in, so I just can't go back and start loading up. You know? So I think that's more on a pro level though. I'm not really too sure. I could be wrong.
No, I think you're hitting it right on the money, honestly. I mean, I think you're hitting right on the money.
Yeah, but that is 2 separate things though, like that hydration level thing, and then that other, you know, that's a real thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, I just be trying to pay attention to like little, you know, terminology and what's
for sure, man. Yeah, you know, especially when you're doing this type of sport, you got to know like what you're gonna do with, you know. So you can't really be like, oh, I didn't know they were gonna test me for hydration, you know. So you kind of gotta know, you know, already, you know. So that's good though, man. That you're, you know, you're.
Yeah, I mean, just pay attention to little
you pay attention to little details,
like,
man. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure other people wonder this too. Because it's like, okay, so we know weight matter for sure. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be goddamn 145 fighting a goddamn 165. Like,
oh yeah, hell nah, man. Hell nah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, okay, what if he fight 145 and he got them 5'5", and it's another dude that's 145 and he 6'2". Is that still okay?
Yeah, I mean,
as long as it's the weight.
As long as the weight's there, man. Like for me, I'm a lot bigger than the 145ers because I dropped down, bro, from like I was like 210, bro. I was like 215, bro.
Yo, he used to be bulky. I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, I was hefty. You know what I'm saying? I used to have big back. You know, but no, I'm just playing. But nah, yeah, man. So like I said, I'm a lot bigger than a lot of 145ers, and then when I plan on going pro, I plan on going down to 35s.
Okay.
You know, so a lot of these natural 135ers.
It's gonna be bad.
I'm just bad, man. Yeah, I'm a lot bigger than a lot of these guys.
Right.
You know, but it doesn't matter, man. If the weight's there, if you guys are both on weight, you could be 10 feet tall, bro. As long as you're 145, you know, where you're supposed to be at, we got to fight. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Yeah.
See, look, you just answered one because I always wanted that. I'm like, damn.
We call those guys weight bullies.
Weight bullies.
Yeah, we call them weight bullies because you guys are bullying your guys' weight. You guys are coming down from a weight. You know, people be like fighting your weight, fight around your weight, but some people like drop down more, you know, than they're supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah, not that it's bad, but it's just they're being just weight bullies. You know, they're hella big. You know, like fuck it, let me just drop down. You know, let me go
just to go over here,
just to go mess shit up real quick. You know, go get a little belt, and then I'll go back up to like 160, 170. You know where.
Okay,
you know,
see, that's game right there.
Yeah, you know, so yeah, it's a little weight bully. I feel like I'm a little bit of a weight bully sometimes, especially when I drop down to 35. Oh, bro, it's gonna be bad, bro. So
you know, yeah. So, but okay, we got Valentine's Day coming up.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean, okay, so. How's dating going for you?
Damn, man.
I caught you off guard.
Everything's good, man. You know what I'm saying? As of right now, you know, I'm just kind of focused on myself. You know, I'm like I said, I don't really have too much time to have a relationship, you know? It's not that I don't want to, it's just
business first.
It's just business first, man. You know, I'm so caught up with work and, you know, trying to raise my son the right way and, you know, just trying to, you know, balance out this fighting career with everything else, you know. It's just a lot, man. It's a lot on my plate. And I just don't like overwhelming myself, you know. And, you know, I know the last time we were on here, you know, I was in a relationship, and right now I'm kind of just taking a break, man. You know, I kind of, you know, it's a new year, man. You know, we're here. You know, we're 2026, man. We made it 26, man. We did, you know. But like I said, it's a new year, new us, new things, you know, new mindset, new feelings. You know, there ain't no reason to bring all that negative, you know, animosity, anxiety, depression, all that stuff from last year.
Yeah,
we gotta leave it there, man. I left it there before the ball dropped. Before that ball dropped, I left it all there. I squared it off. You know, I made amends with myself.
Yeah.
I made amends with I made amends with my mistakes.
That's most important.
You know, I made amends with, you know, people that I didn't think I would ever talk to again. You know, not that I talk to them now, but it's just more of just like forgiveness, bro. You know, I you know, just all that type of things, man. You know, I'm just trying to move different, bro. You know, I'm trying to move different. I'm getting older. You know, I'm starting to get a lot more wiser.
Yes, sir.
You know, so I'm just trying to start to carry myself a little bit differently. You know,
a lot more. And you understand what your vision is. You know what I'm saying? That's why you know you're not allowing certain, because once again, there's never no hate with nothing. It is a certain point in time you do got to be like, okay, this is not, no matter how much I feel like this for you, and this can be relationship, family, whatever, you got to be like, damn, you got to get the fuck away from me because you're not adding to where I'm trying to go type. And I definitely had to adopt that vision. I kind of cut certain shit off before 2026 just because I'm like, you know, I feel like I should already be headed towards
that. I know what you mean.
So I was like, you know, that's what I'm saying. And you definitely got to make amends with yourself with certain shit. Because you know, everybody hurts somebody.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Whether if it's yourself, family, friends, you know nobody's perfect, man. We make mistakes.
Perfect.
You know, we make mistakes. So
you forgive yourself, you forgive them, and you move the fuck on type shit.
Yeah,
you know
and even if those people don't accept your apology, man, and they don't, you know, it's cool though, because at the end of the day, you're doing it for yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You're being the bigger person, and you're that's just what it is, you know.
Right.
And like I said, if that person just, they want to still be bitter and they don't, that's cool, man. That's to each its own. God bless you, man. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to come out of my way and let you know, like, whatever the situation was, Yeah, man, like you said, making amends with people and just starting the new year right, man. That's, I feel like that's very important, man.
For sure. I think another thing that was big for me too is not expecting so much out of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause
yeah.
sometimes we be expecting people to do shit that we would do, or to not do certain shit that we would never do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
think that's where we let ourselves down, because we like, damn, we expected this out of this person, and damn, they did this to me. Goddamn, I would have never did. But I have to learn, and this, like you said, getting older, getting wiser. I have to be like, they not me. They don't think how I think. They're their own person, so they gonna they gonna do what they gonna do. Type shit,
to each its own type thing. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I just, so and I just don't expect shit from anybody. I just be like, okay, you saying this or this, that, I'm just see.
Yeah, for sure. Cause I always, my main thing I always tell people is that, words are just words. They don't hold no value
at all.
Actions speak louder than words. And
all the time.
All the time, man. Actions hold value.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, people can tell you this, and that, and but it's like, well, what are you doing to like show me that you want to be like that, or what are you doing? So.
And once again, this is not just relationships. This like in all aspects.
This is all aspects, yeah, just in life in general. You know what I'm saying? So whether if it's like I said, you're dealing with a relationship, family, friends, cousins, aunties, bosses, work, whatever, man. Coaches, whatever. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, bro, my coaches tell me things and I don't always agree with them. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I know my coaches want what's best for me, and I just, like I said, I listen to them, man. I listen to, I know they would never have anything wished bad upon me, or or just put me in a bad situation.
Right, set you up to lose a fight or something, right?
Yeah, so like I said, like I said, I don't always agree with them, but at the end of the day, those are my coaches, and I respect them.
Yeah, and, they got you, what you want at heart.
Yeah, man, they changed my life, man. Like, my gym is called RDC. It's respect, discipline, and courage, but. Like I've told my coaches before, like it's not the building that makes RDC. It's the you people. Guys. It's the people. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter where we go. Right. You know what I'm saying? We could be here in the living room. Right. And this is RDC right here. Facts. You know what I mean? So that's what I always tell my coaches. Like you guys are. Because sometimes they'll tell me, well, the gym changed you, the gym helped you. No, you guys did.
Yes, that personal interaction.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy too. That I was just shout out Andrew Tate, man, but because. He had a thing where he was like, I want a bunch of sons, or just a bunch of, men that think like me, that's like-minded. Because when you're around a bunch of men that all think the same, that are trying to, be great, you're going to wind up being great.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Because those people around you are not going to let you fail. They're not, you know what I'm saying?
And it's gonna push you to want to be like,
Yeah, and that it just motivates you, like, oh, I gotta be like that, It's not like I gotta be like him, but I gotta be on the same hype that he's on. I gotta what is he doing? Because you know what I'm saying? And if it goes with you, if you're like, okay, that makes sense, bro. Like that's something I could see myself doing. Then do it, bro. Yeah. Dude, I feel like people are so scared to take sacrifices or take chances, bro. Take risks, bro. You have to, bro. If you don't take risks, bro, you're never gonna know where you're at with yourself or what you're capable of. You feel me?
Or you're gonna be stuck doing the same shit.
Exactly. You're gonna be stuck doing the same shit, And that's something I don't want. I want for myself, And that's something I don't want to teach my son, to ever be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And always try to grow in something.
Facts.
And that's just how I try to carry myself. A lot of the things that I do, bro, I do it for my son.
Facts.
Because the old me, if you guys would have knew me a couple years ago. Man, I wouldn't even be sitting in this chair right now, man. I'd probably be in the streets right now, bro.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Type shit.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, up to no good, man. But look where we're at, man. We're here. We're doing a lot better, bro. Like
a lot better.
Especially like you said, how we grew up, man.
And I've been loving to see your journey, bro. Like as me being a brother to you, like on some real shit, I love to see. And it's like just not just him, it's just all my guys. I call my brothers. Like I love to see my guys do their shit. Y'all don't understand how happy that shit makes me.
Yeah, bro. That's how, bro. That's like me right now, bro. I'm sitting here like, bro, this is your shit, man. This is your shit, man. Like, you feel me? Don't ever let nobody, you feel me, man?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Like it's just because because some niggas, they want you to do good, but just not better than them.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, man. That's the worst, so bro. Those are the type of people that you don't want around you, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get up out of the way from me, man, because shit, at the end of the day, bro, I look at it like, if one of us makes it, we all make it.
What?
Why does it matter if I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Why is it even thinking like that in your head? Like, oh, he's doing better than me.
Right.
Bro, you're my brother, bro. If you're doing good, that's good for you.
Exactly.
That's good for you.
And on top of that, a lot of niggas don't even know how to play their role. If this the guy that's going up right now, why would you not uplift him and this and that, and he gonna come back and come grab all you niggas?
Exactly, bro. You feel me? But people want to be envious. You know, people want to be like, well, why not me?
Why is not me?
Why is it not me? Yeah, you know. So it's like that's why. Honestly, bro, I ain't got no friends, bro. I ain't got no friends, bro.
Facts.
The only friends I got, bro, are my coaches, my teammates, and my son, bro, and my family. You feel me?
Facts.
And you know, even like that with some of my family, I don't even talk to a lot of my family like that. You know, I just talk to my immediate family who's really around me all the time. You know.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you know, like I said, I don't talk to nobody no more, man. You know, like you said, it's because like I feel like, you know, it's not that it's like anything personal or that I think that I'm better than anybody. Because I've had so many people tell me like, oh, just because you're a fighter, you think you're better than me?
Yeah, I see what. Yeah.
Or you think, or like, you know, whatever. Like, and I'm like, bro, it's not even that, bro. It's just me and you don't share the same interests anymore. You feel me? Right. You want to be out in the streets, you know, with, you know, dealing with knucklehead shit, dealing with girls, and you want to be, you know, drinking and, you know, whatever, bro. Like, I can't do those things, bro. Like, you know, because I fight now, you know, so I don't be drinking no more. I'm not saying that I don't drink, but there's a time for it.
It's a difference between, it's a difference.
Yeah, there's a time for it, you know, and when I do have the time, I'll have a drink or two with my friends, my family, you know. You know, and it's the same thing with, like I said, with girls, but I just don't have the time for that right now. So I'm not even going to put that apart. I'm not even going to indulge in that, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's not that I think that I'm better than anybody, you know, it's just I'm on a different path.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But just because I went this way and you're going this way, don't mean that our paths don't mean our paths are not gonna realign again.
Right.
But if it's not meant to be, then I'm gonna continue on my path and you're gonna continue on yours.
And it's God bless.
And God bless, brother. You know what I'm saying? If I ever run into you, it's all love though. It's not all like, love. It's not like, oh, I haven't talked to you in like 2 years.
And see, that's another thing too that's different, and not to change the goddamn conversation because it's the same shit, but it's like, okay, because what kills me is, all right, it could be the homie's birthday.
Yup.
Or actually, you know, the homie birthday can go by a month later, and then they gonna be like, nigga, I did this for my birthday. I'll be like, oh shit, for real? My bad, bro. I didn't know that was happy late birthday, my nigga, or something. Like, what you gonna do? Niggas are still cool.
Cool, yeah.
Females,
the love is still, oh yeah.
They blocking each other because this bitch didn't goddamn tell me happy birthday on my nigga post, and I didn't.
See, that's why.
You know what I mean?
I ain't trying to be sexist or nothing, you know, but look, that's why females don't run the country, bro. Because they think with emotion and not logically. You know what I'm saying? So men think more logically than, I'm not gonna say we think more logically than women because that's not true. But I feel like the majority of men think more logically than with emotion. And emotion,
for sure.
Girls, I feel like females they go based off emotion. They work off 100%. How they feel.
That's the only thing a woman is loyal to is her emotion.
Emotion, you know what I'm saying? So you know,
a woman's not loyal to her kids. She's not loyal to her nigga. She's not loyal to or man, husband, whatever she's feeling. That's just what it is.
That's just what it is. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's the crazy part, man. But
I can be a nigga can be dead ass feeling whatever about whatever, and he's still gonna move off what is logically makes the most sense. Now, all the emotional niggas, I have to be honest, where are all the emotional niggas at?
Yeah.
They sitting down for a minute.
They over there.
Yeah. All the emotional niggas are sitting down for a minute. You know, like once again, I've been locked up before.
Yeah,
why did I get locked? Yeah, we both have. Damn, why did I get locked up? I was too goddamn emotional right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Why didn't I just move goddamn differently? Damn, I got locked up in 5 minutes. Goddamn. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, that's why it's very important as a man to be very logical and you can have emotions. We're not saying don't feel shit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But you must regulate and you must maintain your emotions because a lot of fucked up shit. Because that's what females be like, oh, we want our men to goddamn express their emotion.
Yeah.
Well, how men express emotions to each other is, nigga, you got me fucked up. We about to go outside.
Yeah, we about to go outside. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, that's how we and then we'll be cool after. You feel me? We can be cool after.
You know, but so a woman, that's not because a lot of women be talking to their dudes like they goddamn a nigga off the street wouldn't even talk to them.
Oh yeah,
but ladies,
for
y'all gotta stop that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for real, man. Yeah, man. When girls talk to me a certain way, I'll straight up tell them, look, hey, my family don't talk to me like that. Right. You feel me? Or you know, or if I am in it with somebody, my girl. Hey, my girl don't talk to me like that, bro. Right. So I ain't gonna allow you to talk to me like that, bro. You feel me? So you know, I feel like that's a big thing, bro, for sure, bro. I feel like females, they be talking to us slimy, bro. You feel me? And man, y'all gotta stop that shit, man, cause y'all be getting this out of character sometimes, man. Y'all like to, you know, push buttons on purpose, bro, just to see if you guys could get us out of character, you know. Too, like, you know, like women think like it's cool to just hit up on guys. Like, it's not cool, man. Like, at the end of the day, it's not okay to hit anybody. You feel me? You shouldn't do something to somebody that you wouldn't want done to you.
Right.
You know, and that's just as a human being.
Fact.
As a human being, bro. It doesn't matter, bro, because I've heard like, oh, bro, who cares if a girl hits you, bro? That's a female. It ain't gonna phase you. Bro, what you mean, bro? Bro, I don't.
Next woman that puts her hands on me, if she ever does, I'm calling the police.
I'm calling the police. For real, man.
You're going to jail. You know what I mean?
You're going to jail now. Nah, but
call it a snitch. You know what? I ain't gonna call it snitching because, goddamn it, snitching is when you was doing street shit. You don't want to get caught. So goddamn. You know what I mean?
Nah, man, you gotta look out for yourself at the end of the day, man.
You gotta look out for yourself, man. Got too much shit to lose.
Yeah, too much shit to lose. And that's, like I said, that's another thing right now. That's why I don't have a girl right now, man. Because, you know, like, I can't afford to be getting out of character and, you know, people robbing me of my peace. You know, I've worked too hard to get that, you know.
Peace matters.
You know, my mental health, bro. Yeah. I feel like people don't, man, bro, as men, I feel like people don't, like, see us as, I feel like as, okay, obviously we have that image as a man, we have to be strong.
Right.
You know, and we don't, like I said, we it's hard for us to show our emotions, you know, for some men, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, man, like, we're normal, man. We're human beings just like females, bro. And, you know, I feel like mental health, bro, is a big thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, you know, fighting, you know, because
it helps with that.
It helped, bro. It helped me, bro. You know, whatever it is, you know, you got to go find your higher up, you know, you got to go meditate, whatever, and go to church. You know, there's always going to be something, you know, to help you, you know, and for sure, you know, fighting, it taught me a lot, bro. It taught me patience, you know, it taught me, you know, to think twice before I do anything, you know, it's taught me things that I would never thought I would, like how I would carry myself. I would, you know, because before I didn't have those characteristics.
Right, it would just be, I'm
on demon time, bro. I'm on time, bro. Like, you're in Fresno, bro. We live in Fresno, bro. We don't, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you second think something, bro, that could be the end of it for you, you know? So you gotta, sometimes you gotta act first and think after, you know?
Facts.
But with fighting, you know, like I said, I try to, fighting, it keeps me
level-headed.
It keeps me level-headed, and it keeps me, you know, how would you say it? Secluded, or I don't know how to say it, man, but yeah, it just keeps me like in the same area, bro. Like it makes me think twice, bro, because when I'm out at the, you know, at the bar or something, you know, and I know I'm not supposed to be drinking, it's because in my back of my mind, I'm like, you're not supposed to be, the fighting, bro, you're not supposed to be drinking. Or, you know, like vaping, you know, like my buddies be trying to get me to hit the vape, like, here, you want to hit the vape? I'm like, nah, bro, like, you know, before I would have been like, all right, you feel me, whatever, you know, or you want a shot? Hell yeah, give me the shot, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm just like I could literally sit there, bro, around people who are drinking, bro, all night, and I could just be like, nah, I'm chilling, bro, like, I'm cool.
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've learned to have fun without having those things in my life, you know, and I feel great, man. I feel amazing.
Like, I'm gonna say 8-9 months ago, I started, I only eat like one time a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I work out, I don't lose weight. When I work out and I goddamn drink my muscle milk and I eat like one big meal, I gain weight like I'm supposed to when you work it out and shit, but it's either I maintain weight or I just gain weight. So it's like, because a lot of people are like, oh, that's not healthy. I'm like, your body don't really need to eat.
Yeah, no, I know people say like, and that's just from a fighter's perspective. I don't know, like, a normal person, because that's one thing my coach always tells me. He goes, you need to stop comparing yourself to a normal person, because you don't do what normal people do.
Right.
You're doing like way more. Facts. You know, so he's like you're putting your body through a lot more than what a normal person would.
Right.
You know, so with the eating thing, bro, I do the same thing, bro. I fast, bro. I'll fast all morning, bro, all day. I'll go to practice, go to work, and then as soon as I get home, I have a big old meal, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I get that, drink my protein shake, you know, and that's it. We call it a night, and, you know, do it all over again.
Because it's a name for that. I just forgot what the hell it's called.
It's called fasting. You're fasting.
Type shit. Okay.
You fast. You fast all day, all you know, and then, you know, well, obviously, like, for people who are fasting, you're not supposed to drink nothing, you know. Or, I mean, you can drink water while you're fasting, but you're not supposed to eat nothing.
Yeah.
But, yeah, bro, like, I hydrate throughout the day, and I won't eat nothing, bro.
And what's crazier is, because, I mean, I barely drink now, but when I do, I get drunk as hell now. Yeah, I mean, I've been taking like 3 shots, boy. I be goddamn, I mean, but...
Y'all be seeing the streams? Y'all be seeing the streams, man?
We wavy, man. We wavy. Yeah, I mean, I got to get you on another one.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure, soon.
It's like, you know, outside of the drinking and shit, it's like I actually feel a lot healthier. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah,
you know what
for
I mean?
sure.
I think a lot of that shit be processed and it be goddamn little chemicals in there. So when you're not having your body eat all that and process that 3-4 times a day, and you're being gluttonous with it, then I think you're gonna be a lot healthier. You know what I mean? And goddamn, hey, don't. Okay, never mind. Because you got young bull here.
Oh, yeah,
I was get to say some crazy shit, but
yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to keep it a little bit PG-13.
Yeah.
I mean, no, yeah, it's just a different type of level of goddamn healthiness. Healthiness as you feel.
Not only physical, but mental too, bro.
Mental too.
You know, like since I stopped, drinking and stuff, like I said, I drink here and there, bro.
Yeah,
but like
same,
I used to drink like every weekend, bro. I was, you know what I'm saying? Like
for sure.
I looked forward to the weekend, bro. It was barely Monday, bro. And I'm already like, I just had got done.
Just passed.
Yeah, like the weekend just passed like a day ago, and I'm still ready. Like, hey, what we on next week? What we doing? You feel me? And like, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I was like, man, dude, like I was so lost with myself, bro. I was living life, bro, and I thought that was living life, bro. Yeah. Partying, going out, drinking, smoking, trying to look the freshest. You feel me?
Now
like
now you got a whole different understanding.
Yeah, bro. Like I have a whole persona on how like life is supposed to be lived, and that's just my opinion, though. That's my opinion,
Yeah, because there's probably some people out there that actually like me. I'm not a club nigga for real. Yeah. Like I host some clubs because you're asking me to. But when I'm the type of nigga, we go to the club, I'm like, damn, it's been like 30 minutes. I kind of want to go.
I'm already tired, man. Like, yeah, man. Like I said, a lot of the stuff that we're talking about right now, bro, like, it's not for everybody. Everybody that we're talking to right now, it's not gonna be for everybody. And a lot of the stuff that we're talking about may not make sense to a lot of people.
They're gonna be like, what the hell, y'all niggas young? Why y'all wouldn't be in a good?
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Like, people might be like, these fools they sound goofy, they sound dumb, whatever. But at the end of the day, bro, like, that they're there and we're here, and we know what it is, bro. Like you're elevating, I'm elevating, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters, bro. And people, who are, like I said, who are meant to be around each other are meant to be around each other. Even though we're doing totally two different things, but
still elevation.
We're on that same mindset that we want to grow, and
okay. See, what would you do this though? Okay, say you do meet a female, and you find out she cool, but she be outside a lot. Would you take her serious?
Nah. No.
Okay, I wouldn't either, but why not? Why? What's your...
Look, man, I'm already at that age, bro. I'm about to be almost 30, bro.
Type shit.
I'm already getting to that age where I'm like, if you feel like you need to be outside, then be outside. You feel me? You don't need to be in a relationship.
Facts.
And I feel like a lot of ladies too, and I'm not knocking it, if you're young and you want to live your life how you want to, it's to each its own,
Right.
There's nothing wrong with going out, but I just feel like for me, like, I have too much going on, man, and I need somebody that's gonna want to be on the same thing as me. So just the fact that like someone like going out and partying all the time, that's already a red flag for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't even look towards that female.
Right.
You feel me? And obviously, like, you gotta, like, you're gonna observe before you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna peep. Yeah, you're gonna do your research, you feel me? So, like,
we do that now.
Yeah, you gotta show me that. You gotta show me the Carfax. You know what I'm saying? I need to see the Carfax.
I gotta see how much goddamn owners you can have.
Yeah, how many miles is on this? How many accidents been in?
So, baby, because come on now, we want nothing but the best, baby.
Yeah, you feel me? So
we're not settling for the goddamn bottle girls and the goddamn not knocking you, but I'm just saying, different type of understanding, man. We want the best of the best, man. Woman that's gonna come in and help build the kingdom, man. We don't want the goddamn, put us in fucked up situations and goddamn we don't want none of them, man.
Yeah, man. I always tell people, like, I want a female that's gonna not eat off my table. She's gonna bring to my table. You know what I'm saying? Add to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, add something on, like, yeah, I got the main course, I got the this and that, I got the breakfast, but bring something that's not on the table. Bring the dessert, bring something sweet, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what I'm on, bro. And, like, it's cool, bro. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't go out, bro. I'm young, bro. I'm still young, bro. I'm a young man, bro. So I still like to go out and have my fun, but there's a time and place for it. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not lining up with my time and placing, then I'm not gonna go out. That's just what it is. And if I have a female that's like, well, that's you. You fight. I don't. Why can't I go out?
God bless you.
Hey, God bless you, bro. Like, I'm not gonna deal with that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not that some girls might be like, well, you're controlling. It's not a controlling, bro. You gotta understand the difference of controlling and respect. Having respect for your partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's like,
for sure.
And that's just what it is. I feel like people like
they conflate the two.
And
they'll sit there and be like, because women will be like, oh, you're insecure. No, a man that can tell you what he's feeling, what he wants, and it's either this or that. That's not insecure at all. That's very secure.
Yeah,
An
yeah.
insecure man is gonna have a problem with that and be like, oh, I don't want to say nothing to her because
she's gonna
leave me, or
she's
she's
gonna get mad.
or she's gonna.
Yeah.
That's an insecure ass nigga. Which that's what y'all be wanting. If you, a nigga that's gonna tell you, hey, baby, it's this. You can either accept this shit or get the fuck out of my face. You know what I mean, it's either there's only two ways. You know what I mean? Choose one.
Choose one, yeah. Choose me or lose me.
Choose me or lose me, dog. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's like, but yeah, but I just find it interesting because it's like, a lot of women will get offended by you asking what they bring to the table. And it's like, like I don't have a problem with a woman having her own bag or having her own motion, this and that. Like, I don't have a problem with my woman having her own throne.
Yeah, for sure.
Recognize who's throne bigger, baby. Recognize I'm the leader, you the goddamn followers. That's just what the fuck it is. You're not leading me.
No, no, for sure.
You're not leading me, baby. Like if we get into some, it's a fight or something outside. I gotta tell you, get behind me. You wouldn't want me to get behind you and go get him, baby.
No, for real, yeah.
Somebody break the house, I gotta go lay the nigga down.
Yeah,
I mean, you're not. So if I'm supposed to put my life on the line behind you, that means I'm the leader.
Yeah, facts for sure.
So if you ain't willing to goddamn let me lead, then get the fuck away from me.
Hey man, that's all facts, bro. And that's another thing too. Like I sort of tell females too, bro. Like you're like as your partner, you're a reflection of me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're out here doing funky ass shit, people are gonna think that I'm allowing that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna it's gonna make me look bad. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you know. So, I always I always tell females, as a man, I feel like as a man, you need to lead, and the female will follow. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of females out there, that they're gonna watch this. I know you guys can agree because I've heard from multiple females, that like I want my man to lead. I want him to, and I'll follow. I'll follow him.
For sure.
But it's like
they don't listen.
Man. It's like or right away you do something or that they don't agree on. It's like now they're back to their no. So it's like. Nah, man, like if you're gonna be like that, then stay like that, like you know what I'm saying. So that's why I always tell people like if you guys are gonna be dating or something, bro, like at least talk to the person for at least six months to a year.
Facts.
Because I feel like 6 months to a year, that's when you'll really get to know somebody.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if that person has it switched up in 6 months that you guys been cool, I feel like okay, they might be solid then, But you know what I'm saying. Other than that, like I said, I just that's a big important thing. Like as a man, I do lead. And as a female, you should follow. But like I said, if that man's gonna be leading you to destruction and nothing but bad stuff, then don't follow him. Don't be dumb, bro.
Yeah, well, at that point, you might as well just leave him.
Yeah, just leave him. Yeah, it don't matter how fly he is or how much money he got. You know what I'm saying? Your life is nothing to play about. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get none of that time back. So
people do not understand, bro. Like the person you end up. Well, because guys, we give our last names to them when we marry them. You know what I mean? And marriage should always be the goal. Kids should always be the goal. You should not just be fucking with somebody just absolutely for no reason. Like that's a waste. That's a big ass waste of time.
That's a waste of energy, bro.
That's a waste of energy. Where are you building this goddamn bond with this person? You don't even see none. That's why I don't respect females that goddamn.
Just be getting with hella.
Money.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Because you're just messing with a dude for some fucking money.
Yeah, nah.
That nigga don't give a fuck. If you die tomorrow, he ain't gonna give your mom no money. He ain't gonna care about you. He ain't gonna tell your kids shit. He just messing with the dude for some goddamn money.
For a few $100s.
You know what I mean?
You feel me? It's like, but hey, like I said, bro, if we're gonna touch up on that a little bit, bro. It's crazy because I see so many beautiful girls that live that lifestyle, and I'm like,
once again, I understand it. Life is hard.
Yeah.
Y'all seen the movie Straw though? That bitch didn't go sell her coochie.
Yeah, but that's not an excuse, bro. Because look, like I said, for me, bro, like like the way I grew up, bro, like I didn't, bro. I struggled, bro, growing up as a child, and we don't, I'm not gonna get into details and stuff, but everybody has their own struggles, But I was one of those ones that really, really went through the gutter, bro. I really came from the mud, bro. I I'm talking about like homeless shelters. My mom was struggling with addiction. Grew up with no dad. My dad's never been in my life, So just from that right there, and then just try to, like as a kid, trying to learn to still be normal while going through all that, bro. Trying to learn to be
extra. That's a whole bunch of extra.
Yeah, bro. Trying to still be normal, bro, and live and try to just feel normal. So I would go to school, bro, and try to be cool, be normal, a normal kid, bro. At school, I was a normal kid. I looked like a normal, happy kid. As soon as I got home, bro, I'm not, bro. These kids are going home to their parents, bro. I'm going home to a homeless shelter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like my mom's picking me up on the city bus, and we're driving the city bus back an hour just to get back to the shelter. You know what I'm saying? And but hey, like I said, God does everything for a reason, man. He blessed my mom. He healed my mom. She's been sober for like 17, 18 years already going on, bro. Like, man, he just changed our whole lives around, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, it's all glory to God, man. You know, we wouldn't be able to do any of this, bro, without him.
Sure,
you know,
for
and,
sure. All praise to the Most High, for sure.
You know, for sure, man.
And see, you a walking testimony to that, because look at where you at now. You have every reason. You know what I mean? Because even when we was on the, you know, we were both on the dumb shit. You know what I mean? It's like you had every reason to stay on that.
Stay on, yeah.
Yeah, but you was like, you know what? Like, something clicked in your brain where you're like, you know what? I want different.
Yeah, and it was prison, bro. Prison did it for me, bro. Not that I couldn't do it, bro. Or, you know what I'm saying? I was in and out of jail. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing to brag about. You know, it's not that I couldn't do that, but it's just, that's just for the birds, bro.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you leave birds in cages.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You leave that shit's for the birds, bro. I'm not. I like to live my life, bro. I like to be out here being a good dad. You know, I like to be out here, you know, putting on good shows for the 559 promotion. You know, I like making my peeps happy, my folks happy. You know, like, I like people seeing me do good. You know, because I know that makes you guys happy. You know, that I'm growing and I'm glowing and flourishing. You know, whatever, you know, in life. You know, because the people who really know me, you know, knew that from where I really came from. You know, like, for someone like me, bro, what I'm doing right now, bro, sitting in this chair in front of you, you know, getting this opportunity to fight as the main event at the 559 promotion.
It don't happen.
You know what I'm saying? It don't happen for a lot of people like me. I would have ended up back either in jail or dead. You feel me? And that's just, you know what I'm saying? That's just for a kid who grew up like us, you know, kids that, you know, like, that, you know, how that we grew up, you know, that's, you know. Did you ever see yourself in this chair, bro, doing this?
I ain't gonna lie, hell no, I was one of the, I ain't gonna say one of the biggest, but I was making a shit ton of money doing certain shit I was doing.
Exactly,
like, you know what
man.
I mean? And I stopped doing that shit to literally be like, you know what, I want to have a better impact.
But this feels better, though.
This feels way better.
It feels way better, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, legal money. It's because my thing was, I'm like, okay, not to say there's anything wrong with the goddamn 30, 40, 50-year-old drug dealers. You know what I mean? Everybody got a role to play. But for me, I'm like, damn, I'm not like, I'm more than this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real,
this money is cool now. You know, I can pretty much, you know, I was making almost 6 figures doing that. So it's like, you know, the money was cool, but it's like, no, I want impact. I learned I want impact. I want to be on the goddamn, you know, and I always been a good, y'all stay tuned for the goddamn college campus debates. Those gonna be coming out soon. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Fresno State, Fresno Pacific. Let me see, Fresno City, probably Reedley. And I'm gonna start branching out to other little different goddamn cities and little shit like that. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'm gonna be on my little political shit a little bit.
Yeah, man, heck yeah, bro.
Cause you know I be saying, I don't know if you be saying on my Facebook and shit, but
yeah, I be seeing all your stuff, bro, for sure, brother. Yeah.
I be having some people triggered, some people, you know. But the thing I learned is some people gonna trigger with the shit you say. Some people gonna feel the shit you say.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying earlier. Not everybody's gonna agree with everything that we're saying right now. You know, some people might look at it as like, these fools are weird, you know, or they don't make sense. But we make sense to each other, you know.
Sure. Hey, man, I'm just trying to motivate the motivated and inspire the inspired, man. That's all I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. You know. So if you ain't getting the message, just turn me the fuck off. I do the shit for the people that really rock with me, man. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of people that be like, "Nah, you have a voice. You actually intellectual. Cause I can talk to stupid shit now. I can. And I know I'm saying talking to freaky shit with the females sometimes. But you know what? Deep down, like people that know me for real, they know I can have an intellectual, like, I don't know,
conversation.
Like I mean, I'm very well researched on a lot of topics. So I'm like, you know, I might as well just start getting on the goddamn.
You're well educated.
Try to be, man.
You're well educated.
Type shit, man. Type shit.
I know we're probably gonna be wrapping it up in a little bit, but I just want to thank you, man, again, you know, giving me this opportunity to come back on here and,
for sure,
you know, let people know that I'm going to be fighting for the main event, you know.
Y'all come if you guys, bring your asses, man.
Yeah, man, if you guys haven't bought any tickets, bro, I got the tickets right here. You feel me? Y'all could get some tickets off me, man, you know.
Drop your ad so they know where the message
is. For sure, you know. This is the posters going out, man, you know. Yeah, man, February 13th, man, catch me there, bro, as the main event, bro. And like I said, my ad, bro, is official_Rico. Or you guys could just get some tickets off of 559 page too, man. So whatever's clever, man. You know. Just be there or be a square, man.
Hey, be there or be square, man.
Or be there or be square. You know. So.
Let me see. Any type of last minute motivation you want to give the people, real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You know. Like I said, man, you know, mental health, though, as a man, you know, don't feel like because you're a man, you need to always be strong. It's okay to feel weak sometimes, you know. It's okay to talk to somebody. It's okay, you know, to, you know, be vulnerable. You know, I feel like as men, you know, we're not vulnerable enough, you know. And I feel like that's very important, man. You have to go through those type of feelings because if you don't, you're never not going to know how to deal with them.
Facts.
You know, and that's why, you know, a lot of, you know, there's a lot of suicides and stuff, you know, or just, you know, whatever the case is, or why people just don't feel like they can never grow as a person. They always feel stuck. Yeah. You know, so like I said, man, you know, if there's anybody struggling out there with mental health, man, you know, or for any, for the younger youth, the kids that are struggling, the youth, if you guys need somewhere to come train or you guys need someone to talk to, my Instagram's always open, man. You guys can always DM me. I'll try to give as much advice as you guys that I can. If you guys want to, start training, my gym, RDC, it's right there off of Olive and Thorn. We're a nonprofit organization. We're gonna be starting up the non-profit program again pretty soon for the kids. So it's gonna be kids from ages from like 10 to like from 5 to 10, and then from 11 to 17.
Oh yeah, bring on. So
if any kids out there that are gonna be watching this, or even adults, young adults, man, or even if you guys are a grown man, whatever. If you guys need somewhere to come get some work, or you guys need to come burn some steam off, or you guys want to come be a part of a family, a team, come to RDC, man, because that's definitely what you're gonna get. You're gonna find that there, man. But other than that, man, man, that's just pretty much it, man. Like I said, it's new year, new us.
New year,
it's a fresh start for everybody, man. Whatever happened in 2025,
let that shit go.
Let that shit go. Leave it there. Legend, come here, Daddy. So you can say what's up to everybody. I'm just introduce you guys to my son right here, man, because, without him, I wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff right here, man. So, it's my baby boy right here, guys. So say hi to the camera right there. Look. Hi. Yeah. Tell him what's your name.
My name is Legend.
Legend? No, all right, Daddy. I love you, okay, big dude. Yeah, man. So that's my young life right there, man. And if any young fathers out there, if you guys feel like you guys, if you guys been to jail or been to prison, and those opportunities are not there anymore, don't feel like that's it for you guys, because I was there at once upon a time.
Yes,
I was lost, and I felt like after I went to jail and I went to prison, I feel like there was nothing out here for me. I feel like, what, this is it. I'm gonna be a bum for the rest of my life. And, I didn't have a purpose, and I feel like as young men, we need to have a purpose. Thanks. And fighting gave me a purpose, bro. It gave me a purpose. I've been to prison, bro. I've been to prison, and bro, I've got the opportunity to fight at Eagle Mountain Casino. I'm gonna be fighting on UFC Fight Pass.
Oh, yeah,
I've got to fight at Table Mountain Casino. I'm fighting in the Visalia Convention Center. I got to go on ESPN radio station. I got to come here to CMAC, with my boy Rico right here, man. Shout out to him, man, for giving me this opportunity, man.
Oh, I appreciate you, bro.
Just...
the thing, too, is you're only going to accomplish more, too.
I'm only going to accomplish more, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is not it for me, And this is coming from somebody who grew up with a mom that was an addict, was in and out of the streets, did drugs, was just the wrong crowd, in and out of jail, and I overcame all that. I overcame all that, bro. I kept pushing, and I just, I faced my adversity face on, and hasn't been easy, man. I'm still dealing with some, some legal issues right now. Nothing too major, just some stuff that I got to take care of, that I had to play catch up now, because I had to go away and do some time, so now I'm just trying to play catch up right now. But, God's been keeping me on a steady path, man. I pray for peace in my heart. I ask that He gives me a peace of mind and just the strength to keep, pushing every day, man. I know I can't ask Him to, I can't ask Him to make me win,
Right.
But I can ask Him. You got to go and get it yourself. But I can ask Him to give me the strength to keep going every day.
Fact,
and just letting me wake up every day so I can have the opportunity to get to where I need to get to.
Facts.
Yeah, man. So if anybody out there, man, that that, like I said, is struggling with anything, man, you guys keep your chins up high, and something's gonna fall in place, man. And good luck to you guys. And like I said, catch me at the 559 fights fighting for the featherweight title, February 13th, man. It's gonna be a banger, man. Let's get it.
February 13th, man. And like you said, man, you can come back from anything. I don't care if you got damn 30s and your 40s. I don't give a fuck about none of that, man. Hey, delayed gratification is everything.
Yes,
you know
sir.
You don't deserve nothing. You must earn everything. You feel what I'm saying? So you can come back from anything, man. You just gotta goddamn focus up and then put that goddamn work and time in, man.
Exactly, man.
Because a lot of people be doing shit expecting the shit to happen right then and there. No, this shit. Some people been putting time in the shit for years. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, if I gotta, I told my girl this the other day. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if I have to do this podcast and shit or whatever for 5 years before I become a millionaire.
Yeah.
That's just what the fuck it is.
Something's gonna land eventually, bro. And you just gotta trust the process.
Trust the process, man.
Trust the process, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Trust the process, bro.
It's like a lot of people goddamn, like I said, they hop in and shit thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this. No, delayed gratification is everything, man. You know what I mean? Like people work their entire existence to make $1 million. I just gotta wait 5?
Yeah, no.
I just gotta wait 10?
Yeah, for real.
You know what I mean? And then on what? bro, we're men. It's a little different for us. We can goddamn. It's always gonna be we got shit going. So it's always gonna be a female we can find and settle down with.
Yeah.
We're not these women where you can't have kids past 30. I mean, no, we can goddamn. I can be in my 40s, baby. I'm 28. I can go a whole another 20 years, baby. I'm 48.
Yeah,
I
nah.
can just be the old papa that nigga with the
Bro,
goddamn
man.
money and the goddamn. I'll fight with that, baby. I mean, but you know what I mean. That's it's all about just elevating, man. You know what I mean, and then believing in yourself, never giving up, and never giving a fuck, man. This episode 7. You know, it's talking with Suavè. I have my boy Rico here with me.
Get it, man.
It's
Appreciate
Don,
you, brother.
It's the Hefe. We out of here.